I am finally streaming on my high-speed internet. So this should work flawlessly, shouldn't it? We'll see. We'll go to my main 7,573 hours, 0.06, and see what there is to do and show you and play with and test our other streaming features and details and see if we blow up. I tested earlier this week streaming on my cell phone internet with a cell phone hotspot. That kind of worked, but it didn't really go so well. It ended prematurely, so on and so on. This, I should be able to go for more than 1 hour. I should be able to go without buffering much, unless your end or some intermediate is throttling the stream of bits. I'm on a fiber connection, so it should be plenty of bandwidth on my end. Of course, bottlenecks can occur in many different places, and it may even be different from you, from someone else that's doing exactly the same thing in a different part of the world. And so somebody might get buffering problems while most of the rest of you are fine. So I'm on my freighter. I've got a standard stuff to do list. I've got some more frigate missions completed. I won't be able to send out new ones till tomorrow, probably sometime, because these were just sent out today earlier while I was playing offline. By the way, folks, offline play is not that bad. Of course, you can't do multiplayer, and you miss out on, discovery services, stuff like that. But most of the game is still there. You can, Wasage, how are ya? I see you. Welcome to the stream, and we're just getting started here. Explaining my situation. You might want to review the beginning of the video later if you are confused about what I'm talking about or referring to. This is my freighter. I've just built a bunch of stuff here. Stuff. I'll give you a quick tour. There's some food processors and some food. There's some trophies, and this is the legacy part. It's the old freighter style that I built actually before the new freighter style was introduced. These barrels I get a bunch of resources from for free, so I've made a lot of them. Stuff like condensed carbon, I use that all the time. Navigation data, antimatter housing and antimatter for making warp engines, and occasionally it'll give you a pre-built warp engine. So lots of stuff in these barrels. If I don't get enough carbon, got some carbon plant shelves here that gives me plain carbon instead of the condensed carbon. But and then go back here, back to the, oh, there's a balcony to look out at the outside of my freighter. And there's a frigate, a couple of the living frigates up there, and a regular frigate or two. A few frigates that are not out on, well, none of them are out right now. I just pulled them all in, didn't I? And there's the trophies from a different side. Just a few of them. I've got lots more. And here's some of the, what do you call them? Discoveries, catalog. Wonders. I put on little display things in here. These fishes and dinosaurs. I like the flying ones. I like the T-Rex. There's a T-Rex with feathers. Almost, he just needs some feathers on his arms and he can fly, maybe. Big shark. Lots of fun. And I put a save thing here because it's always good to be reminded to make another save. Take a look at my stable of ships. There's my big crafting hauler. We'll take a look at what's inside that thing. It's a bunch of crafting resources, mainly for making, these are overflow that are just need to be sorted a little bit, mainly for making two items: the fusion igniter, 15,600,000 units each, and the stasis device, 15,600,000 units for them as well. There's two of them there. We can sell one. We only need one as a placeholder. And then I can just press craft more whenever I want more. Whenever the supplies for it run out, I press craft more for that supply, and so on. So I try to keep the stacks full. There's some stacks that were not full. Maybe because I ran out of some of the resources to make these stacks. Oops, that's extra now. Yeah, I ran out of resources for making, I need fungal mold. So, why isn't the fungal mold available? Ah, I am down to 597 fungal mold. Let's refill that bin. You are live stream. You have any questions? Please feel free to jump in there. I'll try to notice them. I don't have a scroll back. All I've got is that little black window there for the stream. So if it scrolls off, I may have missed it. Okay, I need mushrooms. Oops. Keep going to the wrong button. I need these mushrooms here. Fungal mold. It's kind of funny. Fungal mold, M-O-U-L-D. All the goods harvest from gives of fungal clusters. It occurs toxic climate and all environments native hydroponic strain. It's spelled M-O-U-L-D there, but in other places it's spelled, let's see, Let's just go to my fungus mushroom farm. See if I can spot it simply here. Well, there's the toxic bungalow. It's got some mushrooms, but I've got a specific place for mushrooms here. A couple of them actually, I think, with mushrooms. There it is, Mushroom Farm in Euclid. And the warp, it's on a PS4, so it's a kind of an old system, a legacy last gen system. So it can be a bit slow at times, and this is one of the times. Anytime it's on the border between places, it's loading a new place in. Anytime it does that, it seems that it's noticeably slower than newer, faster systems. So if you're looking for a PlayStation, you might be advised to spend the extra bucks and get a PS5 if you're considering a PS4. I've just got it because I've had it for a long time, and I'm thinking about upgrading to either a PS5 or a PC, a newer one. I've got actually a newer PC that I'm considering playing on it, and abandoning the PS4 here. But it still works, so I don't have to do that yet. So here's my mushroom farm. I planted some mushrooms outdoors here, just sort of as a demonstration of you don't really need to have a greenhouse indoor farm to have a farm. You can grow them outside. This planet, the only thing you can grow outside is mushrooms. What are these things? I don't think they were here last time I was here. Now I'm going to get lost. There's the indoor part of my farm. There's another big mushroom there. And there's another clump. Well, let's go to the ones inside now. There's a teleporter I put outside because I built it before I built the indoor stuff, actually. Usually I put them indoors as well. I'll go up some stairs here, so this is just sort of hovering. I got some ammonia. You need ammonia to plant mushrooms so that you can grow new ones. The ammonia is the fertilizer. So that's just all three cans of ammonia. But here is the mushroom farm, the main part of it. We get 16 mushrooms from each greenhouse, each dome. The nice little harvest all plants button that they gave us to speed things up. Oh, and here's just a miscellaneous dome for other stuff, but we've got more mushroom domes over here. This is a pretty old farm. It doesn't use any of the tricks to overload them with extra plants, more than 16 plants. If you want to learn how to make the overloaded ones real fast to harvest and all that sort of stuff. So we got some more mushrooms now. Back to my freighter, because my freighter is still back in where it was in the other system altogether. And the freighter is a nice place to do this stuff, because when you're crafting or refining stuff, It's nice to be able to reach into the vaults, the storage, the 10 storage vaults that large amounts of stuff is stored in, and it's nice and easy to access those vaults. Like there were vaults back at the mushroom farm that I didn't even look at because I hardly ever use them anymore since they allowed us to put the vaults on the freighter. Freighters have kind of become, like we didn't have freighters at first when we started this game back in 2016. So they give us freighters and then they let us put the storage vaults on the freighter and allowed us to access them directly. So like here, there's a galactic trade terminal here. We can sell stuff directly from the freighter here now, but not quite from the vaults. But if okay, let's see, don't get ahead of me here. Don't get ahead of yourself there, Typo. Put these away, they belong in here. So I picked up 7,519 mushroom fungal mold from that one base. I could have probably built it up for more, and in fact I think I have a base with more of them. If we go to our 6 staples planet for mushrooms, we've got 6 staples cold, which is not mushrooms, it's a cold environment. We've got 6 staples desert, which is a dry cactus environment, not mushrooms. There's the mushroom farm. And down here a ways, we've got 6 staples toxic. Mushrooms are grown in toxic environments. They have various names for them, but they're all very similar. They all have mushrooms growing wild. They all have ammonia deposits for planting your own mushrooms, and they allow you to plant mushrooms outdoors as well as in the base. You can plant any plantable plant inside a dome, but out on the bare ground you need a climate that matches the crop. And toxic environments allow you to plant mushrooms because they use the ammonia is what makes them toxic, and they use ammonia as fertilizer. So we'll get to this other mushroom farm and I'll show you. You can combine indoors and outdoors so that you can get the fast harvest with the one button to collect them all, and you can plant lots of plants in the dome because you kind of trick them into thinking they're outdoors where you can plant stuff kind of indiscriminately dense and that sort of thing. So here's one dome with lots of mushrooms, more than 16. We've got the 16, these are like the 16 in this here. But what we did is we got some dirt inside the dome. There's various ways to do that. You can build the dome just sort of into a hillside or something, and it'll abonafe. I hope I spelt that right. Hello, are you new here? I'm just explaining my mushroom farm. So it's a dome, and it's got here a harvest all plants button. It's that screen up there actually, right? Allows you to harvest all plants that would normally harvest 16 plants a maximum of 16 plants that are planted in the little channel here that has water for them and stuff like that. But I've also planted some mushrooms in the dirt that I've got in this building. So there's more than 16 plants in here. I don't know how many there is altogether, but there's a lot, as you can tell. A lot of mushrooms. And we can harvest them all with just one button press here. It says harvest all plants. Now it's gonna make a loud bong, louder than normal bong. So be ready for it. Here it comes. It wasn't that bad, but that, oh, there's some sort of rock here too. Yeah, that was sort of in the way. That wasn't a mushroom. So you see all the mushroom here. The next generation crop is already growing, and you can harvest them all with one button, and it makes it quicker to harvest. So we'll go back to the freighter now. We've harvested this, and it'll just grow back in a few hours. I don't know. If you scan them, it tells you in 4 hours they'll be all grown up again and you can harvest them again. I hardly ever harvest them more than once per day, you know, unless I'm really nerding out on the game. So harvest every day. You can harvest a full dome full of mushrooms. And for other crops, there's the 6, I call them the 6 staple crops. They all have planets where you can plant them outdoors or indoors and play that same trick on them. You just get a little bit of dirt on the floor of your greenhouse dome, and then you can plant lots of plants so that you can harvest thousands and thousands of product with just one button press. It's quick and easy. It's a little bit harder to build. I don't know if you need me to show you how to actually build it, but it's a little harder to build, but you only have to build it once, and you can harvest it every day after that. So now back to what I was doing, which is on this hauler, I was building fusion igniters. Now I needed to restock some of these things that were short of. I used them a moment ago to make more, essentially make more fusion igniters. So now I'm carbon, this has run out of condensed carbon. Now, there's also 2 ways to do that. I've got those barrels back there that give you condensed carbon and other things, right? So I could just go through these again. You can actually usually harvest them multiple times. Now, one of these barrels, or some of the barrels, about 10–15% of the barrels have condensed carbon, which is what I'm looking for. There's condensed carbon, see? 84. Guthrum, welcome to the stream. Just doing a little bit of crafting here. Condensed carbon you can get from these barrels anyway, but it's only some of them, and every time you move the ship, it moves it around. Which barrel produces what depends on where the ship is. So every time you move a barrel, it changes what it's producing. I'm doing fine, Guthrum. Just have to get some condensed carbon. Now I've actually got a base using barrels on a planet. If I can remember where it is. I've got a lot of bases, over 100 bases. I think it's over 100. Great. This one, no trespassing. Secret pirate outpost, no trespassing. That's just my code for condensed carbon farm or condensed carbon factory, I guess. I'm using fabrication barrels to produce condensed carbon, just like I was using on the ship, but it's a little bit faster. Hey, Moose, welcome to the chat. Good to see you again. It's all working great. If you watch the beginning of the video, I talk about getting it all running again. So I'm back on my landline and high speed, so it should be smoother now. And it is working for the NAT type stuff is working okay now as well. Yeah, exactly. Now, where did I... right. We go outside. It's a bit of a stormy planet, but I got a bunch of barrels here. And the trick is, these barrels all produce condensed carbon. I got rid of the ones that produce other stuff, basically. What I didn't really get rid of them. What I did is I picked them up and moved them. And if they still didn't produce condensed carbon, I just kept moving them until they switched to condensed carbon. Then I left them there, and they will forever after produce only condensed carbon. So these barrels all produce condensed carbon, so I come here when I really need lots of condensed carbon. And quite frequently you need lots of condensed carbon if you're doing the crafting of the fusion igniters and stasis device. You have a tech tree, a technology tree that down at the bottom there's a lot of the items that use actually condensed carbon to make them. I can show you actually the Hello Games has a really nice screen showing the production tree for fusion igniters and stasis devices. I'll show you that in a minute here after I get enough condensed carbon. Now each barrel actually produces at least twice, maybe 3, maybe even occasionally 4 times they will produce. So you see each one is mostly producing twice. They do it in kind of random order, so it's tricky to get them all to feed you the maximums they will feed you. Marty Plays, welcome to the stream. Happy Saturday, Typo and chat. I'm collecting condensed carbon. All these barrels are producing condensed carbon. Yep, wrong button. My thumb gets sore from holding down the square key, but that's okay. Has everybody said hi now? Welcome to all of you anyways. Z Spock Z, I didn't say hi to you. Hi is Spock there. Welcome to the stream. I mentioned before, I'll mention it again, that if your message scrolls off the top of the little black part of the window here on my screen, if it scrolls off, I don't see it. And I don't see it. I can't scroll back to see it. So you may have to, if it's really important, you may have to repeat yourself to get my attention. So that's already done. Here's some more. Now I don't know how much condensed carbon I will have after all this. All these barrels produce condensed carbon. Normally barrels produce other stuff as well, but if you move them, they'll produce something different, and you can just keep moving them till they produce what you want when they're on a planet. You can also put them in a freighter, but every time the freighter moves, it changes what they produce, kind of randomly. So to do the trick to make them all produce the same thing, you have to be on a planet. So I'm going to go back, well, here, how much did I get first of all? 7,366. Maybe we could go around again. I built them sort of as a ring. No, they're not going to cooperate. They will restock. If you kind of get them to respawn, right? The way you get them to respawn is you get far enough away from them that they despawn. And I put this barrel as a marker to tell me how far away I have to go. In previous versions at least, you see you can't see any of those barrels back at the base there. So now when I get closer to them, they respawn. There they are. And they're all refilled. So these are a favorite way of mine of getting cheap resources that, you know, it requires my labor to go around and collect them all, and that's about it. It doesn't cost any physical resources, just my time and sore thumb. So there's all those. Here's these. I'll see if I can fill up that stack. It should be a good number of them once I've done it here a second time. A little bit boring maybe, but you can survive it. Like I said, the title of the video, I'm just wasting time anyway, right? Wasting time, wasting my afternoon away, wasting my Saturday. Fortunately for me, I'm retired, so I've got a lot of time to waste. You guys that are still working for life, for a living, maybe don't have as much time to waste. Also, I'm single, so I don't have as much responsibility to family and whatnot. And you younger ones, you have to do what your parents say. They limit you to 2 hours a day on the PlayStation. Don't try to sneak into it in the middle of the night or something. You just it's counterproductive in the long run, really. Trust me. Oh, Was, are you live streaming as well? Maybe we can post your link for you. You on YouTube live streaming, or is it on Twitch maybe? Or you just mean you're in the chat live stream? Oh yeah. See, when the PS4 does an autosave, it interrupts, it makes it some other activities like collecting barrels. It makes them pause, and so the little search icon there will lock up if I'm doing an autosave. And down in the bottom right corner, it shows the autosave activity icon. And the PS4 takes a little longer than most systems to perform that operation. It's rather annoying, really. Another disadvantage of the old PS4 for this game. Other than a few little disadvantages speed-wise like that, though, it works quite well now. There have been times where it didn't work quite so well, but so I think I picked up all these a second time. Oh, I missed a few here. Or either these might have been far enough away from the ones on the far side of the building to respawn. I'm not quite certain. But I'm getting lots of condensed oh yeah, they've respawned. This is the big batch. All condensed carbon. Anybody have any questions or comments, or want me to do something different? I'm just, wasting time, as I say. Okay, so how am I doing here? Oh, it started a second stack. It's got the 10,000 there, so that'll probably be good enough for a while. I don't have to go to the respawn barrel and get them all reset. So that's my my super secret base that anybody can actually visit it if you want to collect my barrels yourself, you can come here. It's I'll show you in a minute what it's all for. Let's see. Photo mode, that's what I was looking for. There's the glyphs. You can come here yourself and collect those barrels, I believe. Maybe you can't collect other people's barrels. I'm not certain of that. You could try anyway. If you come to those glyphs and then just look for the base name is a secret pirate outpost, no trespassing, but I give you guys permission to trespass. You just come here and try collecting them yourself if you need condensed carbon. So I'll go back to my freighter just for convenience. I could call the freighter to the planet, but I have other reasons for not wanting to move the freighter right now. And the old PS4 warp song. We need a song to cover this time, and then we could, you know, warping across the universe. Some sort of song. Maybe someone who is more musically inclined than me can write a full song. So yeah, basically I need the condensed carbon for crafting my this is my freighter. I'm crafting in this hauler, this starship, and I'm crafting stasis devices and fusion igniters. And what happened was I ran out of condensed carbon for making enriched carbon. Hey, that's a good idea. Maybe you could do that. So, craft more. I just want to fill up the stacks to 10. And then I can start another pass. See, they're all refilled, almost all refilled again. This one too. I just worry about the column there and the column here being full. I don't worry about the overflow being full all the time. So, to make more fusion igniters, I can just press craft more. I wanted to show you the full tree. So if we go to the fusion igniter and press the square for view craft steps, it shows us this, which is the full crafting tree for fusion igniters. Fusion igniters, you need those three things: portable reactor, quantum processor, and geodesite. So here's the portable reactor and the craft subtree for the portable reactor. You need liquid explosive and fusion accelerant. Liquid explosive and fusion accelerant. The white lines show you what you need, as well as if you move to the icon, you can see the full description for the liquid explosive. You need acid and unstable gel. Now for the acid, we need some of those mushrooms I was collecting. For this, you need cactus flesh. Down here, under the fusion accelerant, yeah, Captain Steve is pretty good at this sort of stuff as well. I'm just showing you my system. because there's a few details different. So fusion accelerant, organic catalysts, you need them. All these are on the ship except the bottom layer I don't have on the ship. They're stored in storage containers and stuff. So thermic condensate requires sulfurine and condensed carbon, and I had run out of the condensed carbon, so I was building another AI song. Oh, an AI song for his subs. Shout out to his channel. Yeah, okay. I don't think I saw that on Captain Steve's channel. Anyway, thermic condensate needs sulfurine and condensed carbon. I had run out of condensed carbon, so I was just collecting some more. You need like 1,200 units, or no, you need 50 units to make one thermal condensate. That's each press of my square button in that hauler on those items in the hauler. Whenever I press here, I press the square button once, it takes them out of those things automatically. And if I was to produce an extra enriched carbon, which requires enriched carbon requires condensed carbon as well, 58 condensed carbon. I just need to press one hover over the enriched carbon, press the square button, and it produced an 11th one over here. So I've got a few extra stuff here. Hopefully it'll take those extra stuff before it takes the stuff out of my main stacks. It helps if you break up the stacks when they're at 10. The smaller stacks get used first then. So we got 2. Let's go right to 10. 7, 8, 9, 10. And I don't want to keep them here, so I'll put them in the freighter to sell. And to refurbish then, there's only one left in this stack, so I just press square and I can produce restock this it scrolled on me. Restock the slot to 10 again. Oh, I overdid it. That's for fusion accelerant. Hold it. Did I have fusion accelerant? No. Okay, so I have to produce it the normal way. Fusion accelerant. Where are you? Right here. It scrolled on me again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 9, 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Oops, an extra one. Oh well. And yeah, there's some funny ones here that take 2 from a row above them that you have to be careful which button you press. You try and do it fast. Drop Joker, nice to see you again. My game is going fine. I'm doing some crafting here. So 3, trying to bring all these back up to full 10 inventory. Oh, okay, that's okay. 10, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 10, 50. Yeah, these are funny. There's 40 and 50 in a stack of those. Ooh. kind of filled them up. Oops, I got an extra one there. Yeah. Just put this one up here. Okay, we'll fill these in. Now I'll show you the reason why I'm going to all this trouble in a moment. 9, 10, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 5, 6. Oh, I'm run out of something again. Nitrogen. I need some more of these. More nitrogen, yeah. Can I restock these? Yeah, I can still restock these, even an extra one. So we got a bit of overflow in their stock here. Type, I want to try to force join to see if the game will let it go through without PS Plus. I don't know. My network has been fixed up, so I should be able to play multiplayer again now. I had some networking problems that were getting in the way earlier. So if I want to join some multiplayer, I can now, I believe. A few hours later when you're ready. Yeah, I don't know. I'm going to be pretty busy for the weekend, I think, after this. So that might not work out so well for me. Maybe next week sometime we can get some multiplayer with you. Okay, fair, but if anytime you want to DM me, okay? Yeah, I've got your messages still in the PlayStation messages, so I can send you a message there anytime. So, yeah, I think I put all those extra fusion igniters that I built. I put them in the freighter storage. So now if I want to sell, I can just go direct to the freighter. I want to sell that and that, this and this. Storage augmentation. Don't want to sell that. Okay, talk later, bud. Have a lovely weekend. You too. Fusion igniter. Here we go. I've got 47 of them now, and I've just made all those 47 since the stream began. And you notice how many units it's going to pay me for them. 752,829,056 units. That's almost 1 billion units just in one, what is it, half an hour, 3/4 of an hour? When I need money, this is the way to go, I think. So anyway, I'll sell these and boost my credit balance up to 2.4 billion now. And that's plenty enough for anything. Most expensive stuff in the game is like if you want to buy a freighter, it's like 120, 130, 140 million. Not even $1 billion for a full-fledged freighter, as far as I know. So, over 2 billion in credits. That'll last me for a while. Now I can put this ship away and leave it for next time. I'll go to a different ship. Here's another hauler I happen to have. He's in the bay. Living ship. Utopia Speeder. I maybe use him. No, he's already docked here. The Gujo VE6 is a what they call a squiddy ship, or a squid ship, squid exotic. Yeah, there. That's now currently on him. It's pretty. I've had him quite a while. He's maxed out in several ways, like the hyperdrive range, 2,500. They're like any other exotic, really, as far as stats and powers and slots and everything else goes, but they're unique in their appearance. Yeah, he's got full set of stuff here, half of it, and 60 tech slots, and I think it's 105 cargo slots. I think, yeah, if you expand cargo, they do all fit on the screen. That's 105 slots of cargo. That's the maximum for any exotic. So we go next to Nemorot. That's my fighter. And he's not fully expanded yet. I've been working on him a little bit. He's got a full set of tech slots, 60 tech slots, and yeah, he is fully loaded for the cargo slots. There's 100 cargo slots. There's room for another row here that the exotics have 5 extra maximum cargo slots. Exotic versus fighter. They got the same then tech slots for either a fighter or an exotic. They have slightly different initial stats here. Like the fighters have a little bit of an advantage in the damage potential, which I've boosted up. It usually starts around 100, 105. I think the fighters start at like 110 or 120 or something. The fighters also have a slight advantage in maneuverability. Same thing, 100 versus 120 or so. Haulers have an advantage in the shield strength, and explorers have an advantage in the hyperdrive range. Yeah, all types of ships have different have differences that way. A lot of them have differences in the maximum number of slots that you can expand them to. Like the exotics, you can have 105 cargo, whereas a fighter you can only have 100 cargo maximum, which is one of the smallest maximums of any ship. The shuttles are the other type of ship. I'm not sure exactly, but I suspect they're like fighters for slots, and they have no advantages in the stats. So another ship I've got is my Explorer here, and it's got an extra row of tech slots. It's got no, that's just 60. I thought it does have the extra row. It scrolls now, right? The fighters and exotics don't scroll here, but the Explorers have an extra row of text slots, which can be handy. Like I've equipped this exotic with, or this Explorer with all the different types of weapons. If the only thing left to install, I haven't installed a phase beam and the phase beam booster for your delimiter. Phase beam, I used to have them in there. There's room for it, right? I've got 2 slots here, and I'd still have a spare slot for testing things. And I think they're just the same in the 100 cargo slots. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh, 110. 110 cargo slots. Really? I have to go look at it to see. So it's got extra cargo slots as well compared to a fighter. And even more than a exotic. Yeah, 110 and 70. So it's got like an extra row in both categories. 2 extra rows altogether. Here we have a Utopia Speeder, which is actually a fighter type. It's a special one that we got from an expedition. And it's 100 plus 60. It's maxed out as well. Over here we have another hauler, but this is a expedition reward hauler. This is the Iron Vulture, 120 plus 60. See, the haulers have actually more cargo slots at their top limit, 120 cargo slots. That's 2 extra rows compared to a fighter or a shuttle. So hauler has quite an advantage, and they have an initial advantage as well in the number of slots. When you find even a random C class will probably have more slots in a hauler than in a shuttle or a fighter. Here we have another hauler. That's my oldest hauler, my oldest ship, in fact, and it's got the full 120 plus 60 as well. Yet another hauler, my blue baller hauler. It's got the blue glow on the hauler as a feature, and it's maxed out 120 plus 60 as a hauler. So if we now we can switch in then some of my other ships, like the living ship, for instance. I already docked somewhere. Yeah. Wrong way. Where's the living ship? Oh, there it is. Way over here. Living ship, alien type, has S120 plus 60, which is actually the same as the hauler. Same slot limits as a hauler, which is pretty nice. They're a good all-round ship for lots of things, but they're very different from most of the other ships. You have to get used to them. They have like different parts here. You can't use any of the standard equipment on them. You have to use special living ship equipment, and you can get that from frigate missions and stuff like that. Get all these boosters and Well, these are the same as any other ship. Uh, Figurines, the bobbleheads that go on your dashboard, and the starship trails are the same as any other ship. Bobbleheads and starship trails. Those are all the same as any other ship. All the rest of this stuff is unique to the living ship. Scream suppressor is their shields. Spewing vents, that's the main weapon, I think. And singularity cortex is actually the warp drive. Pulsing heart is the core of the ship. Not quite certain what it's all about, but you can boost it anyway. Maneuverability boost, that's like the pulse drive, I think. Yeah, pulse drive fuel efficiency. That's like the pulse drive on a regular ship. And the brains here are like this fusion cell recharge the neural assembly automatically. So here's the neural assembly, right? Array of distributed. The launch thruster is like a neural assembly. And we got a bonus one here. That's your automatic recharge. So yeah, those are all boosts for the launch thruster. They got the hearts there. And here's the alternate weapon. Grafted eyes. More of a blaster, sort of finish them off type weapon. When I'm fighting with this ship, I generally just use the spewing vents for everything. I can kill pirate ships and whatnot with spewing vents quite handily. And we got the 3 boosters for the spewing vents. Plus I'm on double super slot chargers. Peak damage 17,000, which is quite nice. Anyway, that's the living ship. Spent a lot of time building that guy up to up to the limit there now. May be able to get a few better modifiers, I'm not sure. Over here I've got a fighter, the Utopia Speeder. Yeah, starship. There's a picture of it, and fairly empty. I put down at the bottom just the standard supplies, and then up at the top, anything I pick up will be put up here, right, where it's easier to sort through it. This inventory is a little more full of stuff, so it takes this all stuff that I like to have quick at hand is the stuff in your backpack, right? Equipment, exosuit, whatever you want to call it. Now I put it in the freighter when I want to sell it. I guess I'll sell the extra here. I'll just make a little more room. Sell the extra. This is all stuff I'm trying to sell right now. Save a few more of these. Yeah, that'll be a problem to sell some and keep some. I think I'll send the rest of these back to my exosuit. And these two. Okay. these are stuff I got from the barrels on the freighter, because I couldn't sort them out to only produce condensed carbon like I wanted. So the rest of the stuff I think I can sell. I've got these alien things, so I'm overstocked in them. I'll split them up and sell the extras. I want to keep this, so I'll send that back to the exosuit. Is there anything else I want to keep? I think that's it. Go relieve the weight of all that stuff. It's all in the freighter storage, so it's over here, mostly the stuff I want to sell. See if I can remember all that. First of all, sell the antimatter, extra antimatter, 100 of them, 500 million credits, and then go to the freighter, sell the extra condensed carbon. Navigation data, I don't need that stuff. Emergence queue. Keep that antimatter, because the freighter actually uses antimatter for warp fuel. Superconducting fiber, sell that. Cake relic, Viking effigy, microprocessor, ammonia. I think the rest I want to keep. There, the fighter has cleared out the top of that inventory. It's still got stuff here to keep in the bottom inventory. There. Now I think I can go exploring or something. I'm all caught up. Okay. Drop Joker left. I think I responded to that. He left a long time ago already. That's one thing I don't have here, that if I was on YouTube watching this stream or had another screen to put the chat on, I would have timestamps enabled so I could tell what's an old message and what's a new message. So I got into my Explorer there. Sure, we could use it. Fly around. You notice it's asymmetrical. Some people don't like the asymmetrical Explorers, but I actually prefer them. It's like getting two different ships in one package. So aggressive sentinels there. We don't want to go there right now. How about a frostbound planet? Suvan, have we been there? Suvan. No, 0 of 6 discovered. We got underwater, flying. No ground creatures. Just flying and underwater. Interesting. Frost crystal means it's a cold planet. So we'll have some snow and ice. The main water stuff is not frozen over, though. I'm not quite understand why the water isn't frozen, but that's the story. Hello Games is sticking with it. The other problem I have, I don't know if it's explicitly with PS4, is it takes a while to be ready to land. It can take a long time sometimes before I can land. I have to circle over my landing spot. It seems forever sometimes. And I think that's because the PS4, partly because it's a PS4, partly because it's a large save with lots of bases and ships and stuff all in the save and lots of history to cover. Now, can I park? Is that it? Yeah, that's some of them. There's some more. Yeah, I got them. Okay, here's the third flyer. Three flyers. Now I just need 3 ground creatures. Oh, loot. I probably don't really need this loot. As I said, I have over 2 billion units of money already. But I don't want to get in the habit of passing by loot in case I'm rushed in and I do need the money. I'll be in the habit of looting everything. And I got storage space for it, so I might as well. Joker's gone. Yeah, that was some time ago, Marty. At least I think he's gone. He maybe said goodbye and he's just lurking. There's actually 43 lurkers. This must be a good time to stream. Either that or we got a raid coming in from some other streamer. If we can get all 43 of them to punch that like thumb, it'd probably give us a boost. Yeah, we're just looking for land creatures now. I think. Oh, there's one. 600 and 43 messages. Have I been reading that wrong all along? Oh, I see 43, 44 messages in the chat every time. Yeah, when you put that out. Okay. I think it's just the 5 people that have sent at least one message in the chat that are there, so I can't really tell who's lurking. Yeah, I've been reading that number wrong for a while now, I guess. So 3 out of 6, yeah. Underwater. Oh, yeah, that's right. There are 3 underwater, not 3 land creatures. No wonder I couldn't see any of them. So, new pretty waters. So, 3 underwater. There's one. There's another one. That was the shark. So the last one, odds are, I think it'll be a crab. The crab and the shark are usually the last ones to be found. Mainly because they don't run around in schools as much. In the large groups, they're individuals, so they're a bit rarer and harder to find. There's one there, behind that hill. There it is. There, that's all I need to do is get in the right environment and I could find them all. And I get a bonus, yay. Where'd I put my ship? Not quite certain. It seems like you go the same speed underwater as through the air. It's not reasonable necessarily, but that's the way it is. It's a completely different universe, so they have different rules, you know. Oh, we got some sodium here to pick up. Could have scanned that too, I guess. So that's another planet we're basically finished with. Main thing I like to do on planets when I'm just planet exploring is that scanning creatures, because it's got the nice bonus, of course. Basically 250 nanites for each creature you scan when you've got the full set for a planet. So off we go into the wild black yonder. It's not so black really, is it? Dewey, have I been there? Is it a good one? Oh, 15 creatures. Highly populated. We, however, do have 2 underground, which are a little bit tougher to find than the other environments. So, let's give it a try. We want to go to try the daylight side first. Go to the land first, although could go to the ocean first, I suppose. Clouds, is this land or ocean? It's land. Some mountains. Yeah, rather a lot of mountains. Can we get to the bottom of the mountains? Oh, okay. There, now I'm right side up. Kinda stormy. Nobody's got any questions. You're all experts, maybe more expert than I am. You could ask me, you know, a question. Why are you doing such a silly thing Don't you know? There's a creature. Sentinel drones activated. I don't know if I'm going to stay on this planet very long. It doesn't sound like I'm going to find all 15 creatures anyway. Mountain creature. There's some Gravitino balls. That Sentinel force deactivated. Scan it before you burn it. Scan it before you harvest it. Storm clearing, yay! That one's already scanned. We got some hexaberries for a yummy treat. Oh, we got a whole bunch of creatures here. Oh, that's a sentinel. Yeah. You want me to stand still? Well, no thank you. Oh, yeah, I took a shot at me. It's a good thing we can move faster than those sentinels, otherwise we'd be fighting continuously. There's a creature. There, the sentinels gave up again, but if one spots me, they'll want to check me out anyway. Any more creatures in sight? Oh, they're all hiding. So, what do we got? 5 out of 15. Not very many. Ground, ground, ground. Flying, flying, flying. Underwater, underwater, underwater. Oh, 2 underwater. And 3 underground. No, just 2 underground left. And an extinct, which I don't know what it was. All we have is a name. Risthani. No idea what kind of creature it was or anything. It's just, wish they kept better records. These are snappers. We can scan them. Oh, there's another sentinel. Now, if I want to shoot back, I can just call him in. And he will actually shoot back at the sentinels. Eric, make sure he doesn't have any damage left from the last fight. Yeah, there he goes with his flamethrower and everything. Boy, is it ever dark here. Not underground. Oh, it's just the mountains. The sky is lit up a little bit at least. And there must be a planet throwing a shadow there. No, no. I don't know what's throwing that shadow of the mountain down into the valley. What's this? A beacon waypoint. There's my ship over there. That's how far I've come. Probably not a straight line. Minor settlement. Oh, sure enough, and there's some autophages. I've done all those introductory missions, or whatever you want to call them. Kill 8 sentinels. Void Seeker Jed. Void Mote 428. I am a little short of Void Mote, so maybe take on some missions. Assistance. Collect chromatic metal. I've already got. Turn in some chromatic metal. Hand in 350. And he gave me something in return. They left this stuff laying around, so I guess it's free for anybody to pick up. Have I? Yeah, I've already done the tower. Visited them, visited them. Here, talk to this one. Offer assistance. Craft for quantum computer. I can do that. I think I already done it. No? Craft 4 quantum computer. Where are they? Microprocessor 20. They're not here. I need to craft them. 4. Only need 4. I'll do 14 just for fun. And then turn in 10 of them. 4 of them. Hand in 4 quantum computers. There, talk to this guy. Oh, and there's... I need to kill some of those sentinels. Kill 8 sentinels, okay. 2 of them want me to kill some sentinels. So... mining beam, boltcaster, pulse spitter, and a paralysis mortar. That's what I want. Oh, barrel stop rolling. There we go. Hey, Spock. Welcome back. I saw you earlier there and said hi. Had I already missed you? Fell in a hole. Where's the next one? Okay, I've got enough for this mission. I've got an icon over their head, is how I can tell. Ah, darn. Not sure if I've got any more that I need. There's got someone I haven't talked to yet. Offer assistance. Lurking? Okay, see ya, Marty. I don't know what that mission is about. Let's go hide for a moment and review. Sentinel searching. Log. Life from rust, planet decay. Gather 220 rusted metal. Oh, I don't have that much rusted metal. 280. I do have that much rusted metal. Return to the reassembled constructor. So, Sentinel hunt. Return to Void Seeker Jed. Okay. Void Seeker Jed right here. Howdy. I killed some sentinels for you. There's still a few left over. You have to take care of them yourself, I'm afraid. Where do I take the rusted metal? Over there. No? Oh, maybe I haven't done enough yet. Egg is ready to hatch. Go hide in the tent again. Sentinel searching. They can't see me. It's a magic tent that they can't see through. Gather Rose Nubik settlers. Return to assembled constructor. Okay, that's what I needed to reselect the task to see which one to return it to. Hand in 220 rusted metal. There we go. Okay, good luck, guys. I'm gonna head off for you. And actually, I'm gonna end the stream here pretty soon too. Just as soon as I find my ship. That's it over there. I'm gonna run away from the rest of the sentinels. Eric, that was a long fall. Sentinel searching, 12 seconds, 10 seconds. 4, 3, 2, 0. Sentinels are relaxing. Okay, thank you for stream, Typo. Thank you for dropping in, Guthrie. Probably see you over in some other stream soon. Gravitino balls. Okay. Since the sentinels are activated, I'll pick up these Gravitino balls. They're already active. Now, where did I put my ship? There. Yep. Hope to see you too. Bye, and thanks for dropping in. Ah, I made it. Okay, I'm getting out of here. I triggered some interceptors, but I think I won't get away. Oh, I do need to do some... Okay. I'm just going to land in my freighter. Engage in false drive. Ah. The freighters, when you summon the freighter, they come in a lot closer to you nowadays. It's been too close a couple of times for me. I get tangled up in the freighter and have to back out or warp out or something. Okay, so up here we save, and I'll be stopping it now. Thank you all for coming by, keeping me company. Broadcast settings, stop